Today we are starting with pharynx. As you can see in the picture, pharynx is a tube-like structure which opens into esophagus. Esophagus opens into stomach, stomach into pancreas, and pancreas into intestine. This is more coiled structure. This is small intestine, and border of the small intestine is known as large intestine. Now we are starting with pharynx. It is a part of throat which is present behind the mouth and nasal cavity. It is divided into three parts: nasopharynx, which opens into the nasal cavity; oropharynx, it is a part of pharynx which opens into oral cavity; laryngopharynx, it is a part of pharynx which opens into sound box; esophagus, it is a muscular tube-like structure. It is about 8 inches long and it is lined by moist pink color tissue called mucosa. Stomach. Esophagus opens into the stomach. As food reaches the end of the esophagus, it enters the stomach through muscular valve known as esophageal sphincter. Stomach secrete acid and enzyme which digest the food. Pancreas. It is an elongated, tapered organ located across the back of the belly behind the stomach. Pancreas open into intestine. Intestine is long continuous tube running from the stomach till anus. Most of the absorption of nutrients and water takes place in intestine only. Intestines are divided into two parts: small intestine and large intestine. Small intestine, duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Large intestine is divided into cecum, colon, rectum and anus. Now anus, it is the last portion of the colon from where waste products are removed outside the body. Digestion of the food. From the mouth, the food is taken to the stomach through esophagus. The muscular wall of the stomach help in mixing and digesting the food through digestive juices. Gastric glands or digestive glands, they releases hydrochloric acid and a protein digesting enzyme known as pepsin. The hydrochloric acid creates an acidic medium which helps the action of enzyme pepsin. Now food enters the small intestine. It is the longest part of alimentary canal which is fitted into the compact space because of extensive coiling. Herbivorous organisms, they have longer small intestine. Herbivorous organisms are those who are dependent on green leafy vegetable for their food. The small intestine is the site of the complete digestion of the carbohydrate, proteins and fats. The food coming from the stomach is acidic. Now it has to be alkaline. Bile juice from the liver act on fats. Fats are present in the intestine in the form of large globules which makes it difficult for enzyme to act on them. Bile salt break them down into small globules, increasing the efficiency of enzyme action. The pancreas secrete trypsin for digesting proteins and lipase for breaking down emulsifying fats. The enzyme present in it are finally converted the proteins to amino acid, carbohydrate to glucose and fatty acid to fats and glycerol. The digestive food is taken up by the walls of the intestine. The inner lining of the small intestine has finger-like structure known as villi, which increases the surface area of absorption. The unabsorbed food is sent into the large intestine where more villi absorb water from this material. The rest of the material is removed from the body via anus. Today, whatever I have taught you, I am sending its PDF. Thank you.